Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. I'm Shreyas, and welcome to a brand new session of Technical Council's mock interview series, where we not only tell you, but show you how to ace your interviews by giving you valuable insights from industry experts. For this session, we have one of our alumnus, Mr. Rajdeep Paul, joining with us today. Mr. Paul is a senior engineer at Qualcomm and was also a member of PG Placement Committee. He'll be joining with us today to share his valuable insights in the complete hiring process. So, without wasting any further more time, let's welcome Mr. Paul. Your applause.
Hey, hi, how are you? Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hey, hi.
Hi, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Yeah, I'm very great, sir. And I hope our viewers are eagerly waiting for this interview and for this session.
Yeah. It's good to be here and thanks for having me.
Yeah, I hope you have a great time, sir. So, I'll call our first interviewee for this session. For our first interviewee, we have Akhil from third year EC.
Yeah, hello.
Hey, Akhil. Hi, how are you?
Hi. Am I audible?
Yes. I
Thank
can
you.
hear you. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, if you're ready, shall we start?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Can you please introduce yourself?
yeah. Coming to me, my name is Sakil from EC third year. Like my educational qualifications and all, I think you have gone through my resume. So I like to start with my hobbies and then interests. So my hobbies are like reading books in the free time and then playing volleyball, which I like the most. Like
Oh,
my interests are like coming to my interests, it is like both technical and the second one is like management. So coming to technical, I was more interested in digital rather than in the other topics.
okay. Okay.
So I did a mini project in digital itself. I have mentioned it in my resume. So other my interest coming to the my interest other than technical, like I was interested in arranging things, like arranging events, organizing, and all these things other than technical stuff.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just looking at your resume, and I'm also switching between my monitor and my laptop. So please bear with me. So I'm
Okay.
seeing you have done quite a few activities in college. Like you were part of Pragya, and you were also part of Probe. So I just want to
Yeah.
understand, like, what actually motivated you to get into these activities. That what was going on in your mind? Like, hey, I need to do this, I need to do that, kind of.
So first of all, coming to the pro publicity team. So we all know that we're like after completing the plus two, coming from the colleges, like many of us may not have like communication skills and ability to show ourselves towards like in front of others. So to improve all these skills, first of all, I became the part of publicity team. Like
Mm-hmm.
in publicity team itself, we can get a lot of like things like going to go on foot to other colleges, speaking with principal and some other like
Okay.
HODs and all, like getting permissions with them, going to the classrooms, briefing them about these workshops and
Okay.
all. So I would get like I can improve. I improved a lot with my communication skills and like how to show up myself before others.
Okay. Okay.
So coming to the Pragyan organizing committee, like I have already mentioned that apart from my technical skills, I was interested in things like organizing events and conducting event like and those stuff. So my interest took me towards the Pragyan organizing committee.
Okay, okay, okay. Sounds good. Uh, I'm also seeing that you have done one project, like you have designed a 16-bit ALU. Can you explain this entire project, the motivation, the background, and how you did it, and what kind of, including not the technical details, like the overall, the holistic view of this project?
Yeah. So that was the project like I have done through the labs and all. Like at the end of the lab, we used to do a mini project, right? Yeah.
Okay.
What made me do that ALU project? These thing like I thought of like something which is basical, which
Hmm.
needs the basics like we are seeing a lot of ALUs and all. We don't know how it is working. Like most of us,
Hmm.
like going through microcontrollers processor, we can know that based upon the instructions and all these things they are working. So I thought of making a small thing like a basic thing which can which can be a bridge between those things. Like writing a code for ALU, right? Like we'll have a OP code and operand in case of microcontrollers and all. So OP code will decide this. We will decide the type of thing that operation should we should do. So in thought with this, like I took a like some series of numbers like a 4-bit. So each operation will be assigned to one of the number. Like if it is 0000, it will be an odd operation, add operation and all. So this is how I made it.
Okay, okay. So while working on this project, did you find something like challenging to you in this project?
Yeah, like coming to like in my project, like I added a like a log to like it is a 16-bit ALU, right?
Hmm.
When we give an input of a 16-bit number, like rather than other like we can give a simple logic operations and simple mathematical operations like and or like apart from that I thought of doing something which is basic but we should think a bit. So I included a log 2 operation in it, log based.
Okay, okay, that was the
So
challenging part.
I made it using like we have parity, right? Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. So so we have only one session, so I'm just trying to jam everything together. So let's discuss about your strength. Like, what do you think? What's your most? I mean, what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses? Uh, what do you think about those two attributes of yours?
So yeah, coming to my strengths, like I feel like dedicated first of all. Like if I start a project or something, an event, or if I start a work first of all, so before starting a project, I will do a lot of groundwork before it. Like if it comes to a connecting a workshop, first of all, I will go through the list of workshops that have been conducted from the past 5 years. So for connect like parameters for conducting a workshop, like we will have like we need some sponsor. We need a lot of like if we connect a workshop, we need a lot of people and students coming for that workshop, right? Like
Mhm.
for choosing the workshop which is convenient for all these things.
Mhm.
Like we will do a great of I will do a lot of groundwork before it. And first of all, I list out the problems that may be faced during the workshop and the
Okay.
solutions too. So if we face it during the workshop term, we may not need like much time to rectify it.
Okay.
So I think
Okay.
this is my
Okay.
greatest strength.
Okay. Okay. And what about weaknesses you have?
So coming to my weaknesses, like I used to have before joining the college, like communication skills. Like I used to be like, yeah, before speaking to someone else.
Okay.
But
And
like after coming to the college, like coming to the probe and after going through again, I have improved a lot.
yeah, that's
I
really good.
think there
That's
is
really
no
good. That
weaknesses at present.
yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, 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 yeah. Uh, I think you're done with this behavioral kind of questions. Uh, can you share your screen so we can do some kind of coding questions?
Okay. Okay, is it visible now?
Just a second. Yes, yes, I can see. You can write it on Notepad. That should be fine. Yep. I think it's gone again.
Okay now?
Just a second. Yeah, I can see. Yeah. Okay. So the first question is
Yeah.
uh, given a number, right? Write a function that will print the number of
Okay.
bits that are set in this particular number. So let's say if somebody gives you 5, right? If the function as the input is 5, then in 5 there are 2 bits are set, right? So the output or the return, the function will return 2, kind of.
Yeah. Once can you repeat it?
Okay. I don't know if I can take control. So basically, you have. Let me give you a number. So let's say a number is given to you, right? And you have to find out that how many bits
Okay.
are set in this particular number. So let's say if the number is 5, right? So if you convert that number to binary, right? So there are 2 bits that are set, like it's 101, right?
Yeah.
So the function will return 2, that there are 2 bits that are set. So you have to write a function where the input is any number and the return value is the number of bits that are set.
Yeah, I got it. Like
Okay.
first of all, I want to like share my like what I'm going to code.
Mhm.
Like in order to find it, first of all, we will take a number. It may be like
Mhm.
we can take it as n. It will be assigned
Mhm.
by the programmer.
Mhm. Mhm.
So forming a
No,
loop
you.
such that when we divide it by 2, hello, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go on.
yeah. So when we divided it by 2,
Mhm.
like we will take it, like we will take the, we will have, if we get a quotient, Other than 0, it will take us 1.
Mm-hmm.
First of all,
Okay.
we will find out the binary number of it, and then
Mm-hmm.
finding the one number of ones in it.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
running it tool for loops, we will get the
Yeah, it sounds good. You want to take the reminder, like you want to divide the number in each iteration, and you want to find out what is the reminder, right?
yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's code it now. Yeah. So you don't have to
So
worry
basically, I
about
was not
the
that
input
good
or
in.
anything. No, you don't have to worry about the input and everything. So
Okay.
no, you don't have to write anything. Like it's a simple like write int, then func, then in the parameter just int n, and you just have to write that function. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
No, no, you don't have to take any input or like it's already taken care of. You have to just write a function that will take
Okay.
as a number as an input, and you do your logic, and the function will return the output value, and that's it.
So I can start coding like the function from first.
Yeah, yeah, just the function, just the function. No, encapsulate that for loop and the code inside a function, so that will be good.
Like, can we skip this coding? Like, it's not that good in this format and all.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Oh, okay,
Like, I
no,
just
not a problem.
I can show the
Oh, you
logic
can
behind. I
tell.
can know the
Yeah,
logic
yeah,
behind
yeah.
it, but yeah.
Okay, 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 okay. I think I got your point, like what exactly you're trying to do. So yeah, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So I'm going to ask you one more coding related question, but you don't have to code. You just tell me how you would do it, basically, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Are you aware of tree data structure?
Sorry.
Are you familiar with tree data structure?
No. Like my
Okay, okay,
main was
okay.
first my management.
Okay, okay. No, not a problem, not a problem. Like then I'll just ask couple of like electronics related questions. And
Yeah.
do you have any coursework related to operating systems, like memory management, sort of?
Yeah. Like microcontrollers, computer architecture.
No, no, operating systems, operating systems.
No.
Okay, okay. Okay, then. Okay, so given a gray code, I want you to convert that gray code to a binary code. Uh,
Okay.
Is that fine? Okay. So the
Yeah.
gray code is 1101. Can you tell me what is the binary code for that?
1001.
10
01.
1001.
Yeah.
Can you double check?
Yeah. You gave me the gray code, right?
Yeah. 11001.
What? One one.
11001.
I took it as 1101.
Oh, okay, 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 okay.
Yeah, it is 10001.
10001. Okay, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So are you aware of BCD addition?
What?
BCD
Binary coded
addition?
decimal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you explain that BCD addition?
Yeah. So the basic difference between the binary and the binary coded decimal is like in case of binary after 9, when it comes to 10, we will be like up to 0 to 9, it will be similar in both binary coded decimal and binary. The difference comes when the difference like after 9, when the double digit of
Mhm.
decimal comes. Like in case of binary decimal, we will take like in case of binary coded decimal, we will take 1 and 0, and we will write the binary code for 1 in 4 bits and 0 for 4 bits. In case of binary, it will be just like in case of base, it's a single
Okay,
code.
so what if it goes beyond 9? Then what you're going to do?
Yeah, when it goes beyond 9, like in case of binary, when we add like if we take something like 9 plus 6 in the LSB bits, like in case of decimal, it will when it exceeds 15,
Mhm.
like the code like up to that the like the result will be same for both. So when it exceeds that, there will be difference, right?
Okay, okay,
So we could
okay,
add that number in.
okay. Let me give you two numbers. One is 1001 and 0110. Can you tell me what's the BCD addition would be?
Yeah, just a minute.
Yeah, sure.
Can I repeat the numbers? 1001
1001 and
and
0110.
so when you like both are binary coded decimals, right?
Yes, yes.
Both are in BCD. So we can add it such as like similar to the binary system
Mhm.
and add 6 in binary number.
Okay. So what would be the result final value?
Yeah, it's 0001 and 0101.
Can you repeat that again?
The first 4 bits are 0001 and the next
Hmm.
4 bits are 0101.
Yeah, yeah. Great, great. Yeah, yeah, cool. Just one last question. So you have been given you have to like implement an XOR, and you have been given only NAND gates, right? So minimum how many NAND gates do you need to implement XOR?
Yeah, can I check it now?
Yeah. You take your time. Take your time. Not a problem.
Yeah, it's 4.
Cool. Yeah. That's absolutely right. Uh, I think we are fairly good at like the basic electronic things. You have any questions for me, by the way? Because I came here like the kind of interviews uh, that should be conducted like via some bit manipulation questions, uh, like with C, not necessarily C++, but at least with basic C.
Yeah.
But anyway, you are
So
fairly good at in technical and stuff. It's great. So you have any
yeah,
questions
I
for me,
have
by
a
the way?
question. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So coming to the electronics, and so for both ECE and EEE and all, like the coding part of for these departments will be so less.
Mm-hmm.
So like for ECE, we will be learning like assembly language programming for microprocessors, DSPs and all.
Mm-hmm.
But the coding is will be a far different from high level languages, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Okay.
what is the amount of knowledge a person from EC department should have in C, C++ and all?
Okay. Okay, good question. So there are various folks from different departments that sit in semiconductor, right? You have your CSC, you have your triple E, and the guy sitting in front of you, the interviewer, he can be from any department. He might be from the coding background, he might be from the electronics background, he might be from the electrical background, or different background. So I would say that some amount of coding knowledge is necessary, because you don't know at the time of placement, you don't know in which department you'll be put in, right? Let's say what happens, you are going to be a part of software. Basically, you have to write software. So the preliminary knowledge or the basic knowledge of C programming is I think is paramount. At least you should not feel overwhelmed when somebody asks you to write basic code there, right? I know it's like yeah, the curriculum is designed in such a way that EC and other departments, they don't get much exposure when it comes to coding. But yeah, try to cover at least basic C programming constructs. So that should be good enough. C++ maybe later if the situation demands in the industry. But yes, a basic C is I think you should definitely prepare.
So a moderate knowledge of C should be there for to pass the interview.
To crack the interview, that's a very uh, now it depends upon the interviewer. The interviewer might think that see, at the end of the day, they are all humans, they are interviewers. Some interviewer might think that okay, I need to judge this candidate based on his coding ability, because there might be some coding related task would be there. Some interviewer might think that okay, he's from ECE or some department other than CSE, so let me not dive more into the coding, let me ask the technical questions and see how strong he is or she is. So it really depends upon the interviewer. But yes, when it comes to the actual job, as an entry level position, when you go there, yes, I would say you should have some coding background.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I think a lot of folks have asked questions.
Yeah, so we'll have thank you, Akhil, for this interview. Thank you, sir, for
Yeah,
giving your
thank you.
valuable knowledge. So we have so many questions lined up. I'll be asking them one by one. So the first question which I got was like, which topics in digital and analog should the students specifically concentrate before attending an electronics interview?
Uh, I'm basically from CS background, so I did no preparation in terms of electronics. Like all I had in my bucket was operating system, coding, data structure algorithms. So I cannot really answer that question. Specifically, VLSI and EC background student, like those folks can answer this question. Like exactly what kind of technical knowledge they look for in that from the students from that department.
But from a journal perspective, what can the student expect in an interview regarding that digital analog systems?
Uh, I don't think they will ask like very deep technical questions. Like again, it depends upon the interviewer. Sometimes what happens is that ask very basic domain specific questions. Sometimes they ask interviewer ask very deep technical questions. So it really depends upon the interviewer. You cannot really predict what the interviewer will ask. So if you are from a particular background or a particular department, just prepare everything as much as you can. Yeah.
Okay. So the next question we have is like, what kind of skills should one develop to pursue a career in the embedded systems domain?
Okay, so when it comes to embedded, there are different people. Yeah, you may assume that okay, it's just hardware, right? But there are different aspects of it. There is a hardware and the software that supports it, right? So there are two different things, hardware and software. So based on your skill or your department, you can choose what kind of things you want to prepare. But overall, uh, I would say just the tech. So let's say you are from EC or you are from CSE. Just prepare your technical, be strong in your technical background, and have some knowledge of coding, so that you don't feel overwhelmed when you will be given some task, right? And again, there are various departments. Some are purely software, some are purely hardware, some are software plus hardware. So yeah, just preparing for an overall preparing overall basis would be good. Yeah,
So the students should prepare their own domain and some fields of things like coding and all.
yeah.
So regarding coding, I saw you ask Akhil a few coding-based questions. So does that usually happen, or was that the thing you tried, like to
No,
try
no,
and
that
test his
actually
knowledge?
happened. Yeah, that actually happened with me. I cannot say what specific questions I was asked, but yes, I was asked about 2 to 3 coding questions in my interview back in college. So yes, if now again, if now interviewer will ask you only if it is there in your resume. Now when I looked at his resume, the C, the language, the in technology section, C was there. So if an interviewer sees that, then obviously he will think that okay, he is familiar with C language, so let me ask a couple of C related questions. So if you are putting something in resume, so be clear about it. If you are putting something in resume, be well versed about that thing.
And regarding the coding, only data such as algorithms or something else as well.
Yeah, data structure algorithms, C basics like pointers, like C constructs, basically language specific things. So even that will also be beneficial. Yeah.
Yeah, and one more question we have, and apart from coding language, do projects matter to which extent?
Yes. Projects does matter, and it matters because when you sit for an interview for your internship or your final placement, right? So at that point of time, maybe you are fresher and you don't have any prior experience. So the project takes up a significant amount of your interview time, right? So make sure your project is really solid, so you want your project so that you can explain your project as a storytelling way, right? So that what was the background of that project, what motivated you to do this project, and what kind of things I did, what is the core features of this project, and what kind of you can go on with the technical details, right? So it's like a storytelling way, so that interviewer is interested in your project. At the same time, it is easy for him to understand your project. You cannot say too much technical detail that he's not interested in, or maybe he doesn't even understand. So you have to make sure that okay, you explain your project in such a way that okay, what was the background, what is the motivation, and what are the features, and this is how it is beneficial. So those kind of stuff.
So regarding the storytelling thing, can you like give an example of a project which you like saw that was really? And one more thing about projects: do the project have to be only in one technology or a mixture of like two, three technologies, like ML and Android apps, like that, for example? So how should the project be, and can you give an example for that?
Mm, a project can be anything of your interest, because it doesn't it should not be like just because the industry is moving to machine learning and AI and Android apps, you have to do that thing only. Yes, it gives you some sort of advantage because it's in it's there currently, and the interviewer might be a bit more interested in your project. But yes, whatever suits you, or whatever you feel that okay, this project is really important to me and I did a significant amount of work and it is important, yes, you should definitely do that.
Okay. So regarding other than technical skills, what other skill sets should a candidate have apart from technical skills?
Okay, you have to be a good at communication, obviously, because you want to be able to correctly communicate with your interviewer, right? So that he can understand you and you can understand him. Apart from that, for example, uh, uh, let's say the Akhil, right? He participated in Pragyan Pro, so they actually showed that okay, he is good at management things. He can work independently. He can manage stuffs with minimal supervision. So yeah, those kind of attributes really showcase, like really stands out in the interview, and that actually helps. Yeah,
So apart from technical, you should also have some extracurricular things, being in teams and all.
yeah,
That
yeah, yeah.
definitely helps.
Yeah, your projects are really important, your technical skills, your coding ability. So it's like overall you have to prepare for an overall basis. You cannot keep one things over another,
Okay. So if you have to give a percentage regarding technical and the other skills, how much would be that? Like 50-50, or like some more weightage to technical and some less to that?
technical, I would say like every topic is like equal percentage, I would say. I cannot say like okay, do only technical and like leave your project behind or something like that. So you have to prepare everything equally, because this is an entry level job and you don't know what interview will ask you, because you don't know what the job profile is, right? You are there for an interview, you don't know what the job profile is, you don't know what department you will be in, you don't know
Yeah.
anything about that right now. So what you have to do is you have to prepare for everything. You have to prepare for the worst case scenario that he might ask anything, right?
Yeah. Okay. So where do you think the electronics industry is heading towards, and what might be the next big thing which the candidate should look after?
I am probably the worst person to answer this question.
Okay.
Tho- those who have 10, 20 years of experience might be having a broad perspective on this field and maybe able to answer this. But for me, if I could say, uh, automotive and IoT, these are the two things, and especially the automotive, the autonomous vehicles, right? This is going to be huge in future. That's just my perspective. I don't know if that's really true or not.
Okay. So with this, we come to an end to this session today. We thank you very much for joining with us today, for making time for us. We are very grateful to you.
Yeah, it
I
was a
hope you
great.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a great experience. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye. So with this, we come to an end to this session. The feedback form will be linked in the description below. So you can tell us there what you liked about this session, what you didn't like, or what you think we might improve. You can we also have a set of new events coming up. So please follow us on our social media handles, which will be linked down below as well. But I hope you learned a lot. So stay tuned and stay safe. Thank you.